The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story be flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars.
From the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They run it with Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this is caught by Watkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. It's Hill, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 56. Attack! Watch the flag!
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, watch it. Say it.
Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 87 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get him 1 closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Play 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check 3, check 15.
Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down now. It's McCoy. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Prosise. 67 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57, let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And again, it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with C.J. Proscience. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is Proscience on the carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Slow down. 53 at the mic. Bring it. Check. Deuce.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run it with Williams. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's McCoy. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep. I don't need to.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow, 480. Check 48, come on. Here we go.
Carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 57. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You got three.
Jackson going to throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. From the 38, Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Watch the run. Check, check, check. It's great. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Darren Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Yellow.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out my team bully.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 80! 53, Mike. I'm going back to you. Back to you. Let's go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And an alley to... And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Wait. 12. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Hey, Wood.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21.
Here's Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Third and short, McKinnon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go. 5.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yellow. There's a wide right. 54. 15. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
54, right there. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Slam.
Yellow.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Attack!
4, 4. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Yellow.
Safety's creeping.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes taking a deep shot here. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defense is planned for this all the time.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner, his 2nd sack of the night. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive. With time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball in. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 59 yards. Garoppolo now. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
42-7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace. Maybe.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
13.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
2.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Three quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be... That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Hey, ribble it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180! Let's go!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
21.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Rush in.
On first down, here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
11.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I'm just that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now on second and 13, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
43. 43. 45. I'm coming. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ran, hey, dude.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
180. Check 53. Rack. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked. 2nd and goal. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Bears 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
3 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Chicago.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Orbit. Number 53.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 30.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and go at the 41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.